嗨，大家好。这个礼拜呢，我要访问我的孩子，我的5个孩子，他们在甚至大学之前，怎么样决定他大学要念什么，要主修什么东西。我之所以想要做这个主题，是因为我小时候的孩子，他在高2，他一直不知道自己要选什么主修，也许这可以帮助一些也有同样的问题的人或是父母亲呢，决定他们怎么样选择他们的主修。以下呢是我们家孩子的访问。以下的访问你会发现，我们家孩子选择主修的时候呢，这个对于将来是不是能够经济自主，对他们来说是很重要的。所以，这可能是跟我小时候给他们的教养有关系。所以，我从他们很小的时候就主张他们要独立自主，然后，我们从不给零用钱，零用钱要自己赚，所以他们从小就知道，赚钱是很重要。所以，等一下你看的访问的时候会发现说，他们好像有点这个4块气。不过我觉得经济自主对孩子是很重要的，所以我看看。
OK， 你听得到吗？
等一下。喂。
OK， 听到了吗？
听到了。
好，儿子，我问你一下，你为什么会选择要当医生？
医生吗？
对。
因为钱赚好。
就这样子而已吗？
等一下，钱赚好。等一下，我在写东西。
你有没有除了赚钱以外，有没有其他的原因？
没有，钱赚好 ，job stability 好，然后我感觉如果我做医生就不会无聊。
哦，所以你要选一个你觉得不会无聊的工作。
对，然后有 purpose 的工作啦。
有
purpose 的工作。
很好。
Rewarding. Both financially and not financially.
你不会觉得读书很辛苦吗？你看你念完4年大学，然后再念4年的医学院，然后你还要再出来做2年到4年的 residency， 你不觉得这样很辛苦吗？
对啊，很辛苦啊。
但是你觉得值得？
对啊，就是觉得很辛苦，但是反正有意思就是了。
你觉得有意思？好。OK。好，这是我要 interview 这个可以给佑恩当一个 reference， 因为他现在要准备要考大学，所以他不知道他要选怎么样的 major。好。
对啊。
好，那这样就好。
我就是这样想，可是不用那么早想啊，因为我感觉晚一点决定也好了。因为反正你去上大学的时候，你也不太确定你要做什么东西啊，才去大学才会知道有什么东西可以做，什么东西不许做，什么东西你喜欢啊，不喜欢啊。
对啊，但是现在因为台湾的那个的教育就是这个样子，他们必须要现在决定他们想要做怎么样的，比如说你要去做 engineering 啦，或者是你要做like business， 他们现在就要决定了，因为他们是用考试的。
可怜。
I know, right? 没办法。
那不是可怜，那 just different.
Just different. 好。So, Nene, tell me why you choose accounting as your major.
I chose accounting as my major because it was the best subject at my school.
School offered.
It was the best. Yeah,
Okay.
It was because my school was.
So did you plan to do anything before you go to school, before you choose a school? Like in high school, did you plan something different?
No.
Oh, really? So I thought you were going to be like a mathematician or a doctor.
Nope, I had no plans.
Okay, so you had no plans until you go to school and then find out about this. So the BYU is very good at accounting, so you chose accounting.
Yep.
Okay, and why do you want to choose that the best the school can offer?
Because then it would be easiest to find a job.
So good jobs. And so, well, that's good. So, and after you studied it, do you find it hard, or do you hate it or anything? It's like it's okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't too hard and it made sense, but once I got closer to graduating, I started hating it.
But how about after you start working?
Then I still hated it.
Okay, but it kind of like offer you a job security, right?
Yep.
Okay, that sounds good. All right. Okay, now let's switch to Nino. Nino?
Are you doing both of us today?
Yeah, I'm trying to interview all my kids for how they choose their college major.
We'll do it next week.
Hmm?
We'll do it next time. This will be a yawning episode.
No, it's not hard because, okay, you were going to be you plan to be an artist, but you changed your mind.
Not really planned. Just had vague thoughts maybe.
Mm-hmm. And what made you change your mind?
Because I wanted to make sure that I got a job after graduation.
So the motivation is still getting a good job, but you can get a lot other jobs. I mean, you can be a programmer, and but why did you choose accounting?
Because I hate programming.
You hate programming. All right. So, is it hard for you to study accounting?
Yeah, it was hard.
But not hard enough for you to give up, right?
Well, it was kind of too late.
So you stick with it. Okay. So the motivation is still job. All right, that sounds good. Okay, thank you. I think that's all the information I need. Okay, so Yoping, why did you choose the major you have right now?
Because it was something that I felt like I would be okay doing for a while, and also it has a good job market.
Good job market. So it's a lot about job, right?
Yes.
And it's also something you're good at because you're good at math.
I mean, sure. Sure. Let's just say sure.
So after you studied it, do you still like? I mean, I won't say you like it, but do you okay with doing things like that in the future?
I mean, yeah, it's not something that I'm like super passionate about, but again, I chose it explicitly because I was like, oh, this is probably something I'd be okay doing. It's not something I hate necessarily.
So a lot of people would choose something like their interest in, like for example, Nunu was going to do art, but she changed her mind. And is there anything you thought about before you choose this major?
Yeah, there's a number of things. First of all, like how difficult is it to get into the program? That's kind of a big thing. Because obviously, if you can't get into the program, you're not going to choose that major. So how competitive it is a factor. But then there's also like, what does the job market look like afterwards? And it also depends on like what methods are used to get jobs. Like in some fields, it's all about like having connections, and if you don't have those, it's kind of hard.
I see.
Things like that.
So okay, cool. So so do you like what you choose?
Not right now because I've been in school for 4 years.
So you're kind of like tired of it.
Yeah, but afterwards, maybe we'll see.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. All right, good. All right, I'm done with this interview. Okay, what do you want to add?
Yeah, one more thing I do want to add is also think about whether you're going to grad school or not, because there are some majors that like you don't, for some occupations where you don't necessarily need something in that major to do that job. So like I'm technically going into like a tech field. You don't necessarily need a tech degree to do that. And it's the same with like medical school too, for example. Like you could have a totally different major and still if you get like high enough scores and you have like connections and you do all these other things, you can still get into med school. So even if you like choose a major that isn't necessarily what you want to do later, you can still like do other things with it by just having a degree.
So you just that you were considering maybe later you want to. So Bui Bui, have you decided your major yet?
Kind of.
So what do you want to choose for your major?
Computer science.
So what made you want to choose that major?
It tends to have a really high starting salary.
So, and is that what you think you would like?
Oh, I probably won't hate it.
Oh, so is there something you're passionate about?
No.
But
It
you
is a
think
tool.
but you think it will provide, right?
Yes.
So okay, so that's a good enough reason.
Sure.
Okay, so you have started taking some classes. So do you think you will like it?
Probably.
Okay, so it's not too bad so
Yeah.
far. Okay, all right. Thank you for your time.